This is Phoenix Jones. You're watching DweebCast.
DweebCast.
Hey guys, I'm Andy Reesmeyer. Welcome back to DweebCast. We are super excited today. Our first interview with a real-life superhero, a guy who spends his night patrolling the streets of Seattle and actually fighting crime. Joining us right now is Phoenix Jones. Phoenix, thanks for hanging with us, man.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for having me.
So is superhero still the right terminology to describe what you are? I mean, we've heard others call you an activist. Are you both these days?
You know, I'm a little bit of both. I prefer masked adventure as homage to my favorite comic book, Watchmen, but the media has called me a superhero, and I don't think they're going to get rid of it. And now the government is calling me a superhero, so I think I'm kind of stuck.
So how often do you actually come across incidents on patrol, where you actually get involved? I know you're out, a lot of nights out of the week, right?
Right, we're out about 5 nights. We probably have at least one incident per patrol.
And what kind of stuff are you talking about when you have an incident? I mean, is it you are just beating up a bunch of people, you stopping fights, are you righting wrongs?
I would say on patrol, a lot of what we do is medical calls. Drug intoxication, people falling in the street, a lot of medical calls. The secondary call would be a blunt weapon. If some person's trying to hit another person with like a blunt object, bat, something like that. Third calls, which are rare but not unrare, the knife calls where people have like a sharp pointy instrument, and then the rare calls are about gun calls where we go in that way.
I've seen that you've been shot, you've been stabbed doing this, and you have a family, you got a kid. How do you reconcile going out 5 nights a week, putting yourself in danger like this?
Well, I have a kid, he doesn't get that it's dangerous. He thinks it's pretty cool. He doesn't really get it.
How about you? I mean, do you ever think about, man, like I just narrowly missed getting shot at that time. Does it ever scare you? Does it ever freak you out?
There's some scary moments, but being a superhero is really easy for me. It's doing life things that's really hard for me. Like, it's hard for me to sit in my office all day and like draw on pieces of paper or to, pay bills on time. But it's really easy for me to run after a gun. It seems natural.
Okay, so a while back you were arrested actually for breaking up that bar fight, and that's when a lot of people around the U.S. became aware of you. How have your relations with the Seattle PD changed since then?
Yeah, they dropped all the charges. And I believe what I'm legally supposed to say is that the Seattle PD tries to do their job at all given times and sometimes comes across things that they're not aware of and falsely arrested me, but we have a great working relationship.
As far as the people of Seattle, I mean, they must appreciate what you're doing for them. Do they recognize you and what you're about when you're out? I mean, do you get people like fans and stuff like that?
I think that's the cool part, is the citizens of Seattle really get it. Like, when I'm on patrol, people come up to me and say, hey, the crime's this way, or this happened over here, or come check this out. The thing that I want to get everybody to keep doing is keep calling the police. Because even if I catch the bad guy, I still need the police to take me to jail. I've had moments where I'm holding the bad guy down, people are taking photos of me and stuff, and I'm like, spend like 30 minutes, and I'm like, who called the police? They said, well, why? You're already here. I'm like, oh, it doesn't really work like that.
Sure. So it kind of makes your job a little more difficult because they have this expectation of what a superhero is. Sort of in the comic book world, not exactly the same way it works in real life.
Well, there's a lot of misconceptions. For example, like the police officer's cars say to protect and serve, right? But really it should be more like to observe, make reports, and then take people down to jail if we find them. The same way a superhero's job is to show up, beat up the criminals, and then let them go so I can beat them up in episode 10. Whereas my job is to show up, prevent them from beating you up, and then arrest them so there's no episode.
And you've done it for a handful of years now. How have you changed as a superhero since when you started?
When I started, I was, now that we're past the statute of limitations for me getting arrested for the things that I say, when I first started, I was incredibly illegal. I just basically had a spandex suit, some handcuffs, and like a baton, and I would just beat, like someone would rob somebody, and I just beat the crap out of them, handcuff them to a pole, call the cops and run away. So how I've changed is that I'm actually not breaking the law anymore. I used to really be a vigilante, whereas now I'm a superhero.
Do you making the Twitters? Follow the DweebCasts at DweebCast. Got breaking news about Dweeb stuff and videos and pictures. Do it. Special thanks to the crime-fighting superhero Phoenix Jones. Make sure you follow him on Twitter at @ThePhoenixJones. And hey, subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is DweebCast. I'm Andy Reesmeyer. We will see you next time.
DweebCast.